Good morning, all my yarny friends. I'm Sara Sach. Welcome back to Coffee and Crochet with Sara. This is our live video podcast, and we try to do this every Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And it's Central Time because I am now in Oklahoma. We've been here about 3 years now. Isn't that weird? It seems like just yesterday that we moved. What's everybody drinking today? I've got my regular coffee with my sugar-free chocolate peppermint. So good. Ready? Clinkety, clink, clink, clink. Clink, clink. And what that means is we're just clinking in, saying we're here and ready to go and have some fun. I got a lot to talk to you about today. Things have been going really well. We spent the week sort of putting away Rosie's things. Those who don't know, Rosie, my little red chihuahua, she went over the Rainbow Bridge last Monday. It's been an interesting change. You know, getting used to her not here. I still like we get home from someplace and I'm like, where's Rosie? Oh yeah. You know, so it's just hard to adjust. I'm used to her following me everywhere and stuff like that. But you know, I take great peace in knowing that she is not in pain anymore, and she's probably running around having a good time. All right, so what we did is I had a lot of her food left, and I think like 12 cans and some other treats and cookies and stuff, and all of her blankets and then some other blankets. I washed everything, and my hubby took it to the, there's like a homeless encampment that's near his work, and they have a lot of dogs over there, so we thought we'd just take it over there and give it to them, and because all the cans, you know, are pop top, they don't have to have, you know, a can opener or anything. So I hope they appreciated that, and all the blankets. And we've been going through, you know, getting rid of things and giving away things. So we're adjusting. We're doing good. We miss her, but we're doing good. I wanted to mention that. Also, I wanted to mention last night I went to my grandson. Remember my grandson? He's done 4 years of marching band and jazz band and all kinds of bands. This year is his senior year. He has a band class for every class except for, I think, English and maybe government or history or something. Every other class is a band class. Classical, jazz, and of course marching band before. Now it's like a combined choir or combined band. Anyhow, we went to the Christmas jazz concert last night. It was amazing. I love jazz music and I love Christmas music, and putting those two together, it was so much fun. So I hope you're able to get out and do some of those kinds of things. It's just so much fun. I love Christmas music. I love Christmas lights. Our neighborhood is about the best I've seen around at putting out Christmas lights. We put up all kinds of different, I say we, my husband, him and the mouse in his pocket, because I certainly didn't get on the roof. We put up all kinds of Christmas lights of different colors, you know, outlining all the angles of the roof and everything. And then we put up a whole bunch, he, icicle lights all the way around the whole house, because you can see our house from almost any angle. Okay, and then we put up around some of the poles in the front a bunch of different colored lights. And because our house is kind of a browny gray color, it's dark, it looks like a gingerbread house. It's so cute. I also put out, I have a big blow up gnome, a blow up snowman, and then a Christmas tree up on the porch. And so it's just all decked out in Christmas, and I just love it. And our neighborhood is the best. Our circle where we live, it's called Palazzo Circle. Every house on our block except one had Christmas lights up, and I told my husband, have y'all ever seen Christmas with the Cranks where they come out and go, free Frosty, free Frosty? I was going to go to his house and say that. And then all of a sudden he put out some beautiful little, they look like peppermint sticks, peppermint lollipops all across the front of his house. I'm like, okay, you put some Christmas lights up. Because I just love Christmas lights. Of course, I love them, but I don't have to put them up, right? You know what's really interesting is it's been so cold, And when I checked my watch for what the temperature was when I was looking for the time, it said it's 42 degrees and we're going to have a high in 60 today here in Oklahoma City. Isn't that weird? Of course, we live, in Yukon, but still Oklahoma City. I just think it's weird to be that warm. I'm just so used to Colorado. We had snow from September to like after Mother's Day, They would tell you don't plant anything outside till after Mother's Day because it's just, and if it hasn't warmed up, you can't do it then. So it's really interesting. So anywho, we have a lot of fun things to do today, and we're going to announce the winner of our giveaway. All right, so before we do that, I want to do a real quick shout out. And this shout out is for a hilarious YouTube channel. If you need a good silly laugh, you need to go to this YouTube channel. The name of this channel is called Crochet. It's BROCHET Crochet YouTube. It is hilarious. My daughter, she was doing something and she said, "You've got to watch this." And she sent me the links for it. I was laughing so hard. Even my husband was laughing. And he's not one who laughs out loud very often. He usually just goes, he doesn't really laugh out loud. And he was laughing. It is so funny. It is so funny. If you need to be cheered up, you need a good laugh, go to their YouTube channel, Crochet. And while you're there, give them some crochet love. Like, share, subscribe, hype, whatever. I still haven't got the hype thing figured out. All right, so, but I put his link, their link, it's a couple of guys, Crochet. I put the link to it underneath this video, so you can go and check it out later. It's just hilarious. Crochet. They do the funniest things. And they do these little enactment things. It'll just make you laugh. I can't even explain it, but I want you to go check it out. All right? All righty. So we're about 7 minutes in now. So let me get some coffee here and clear my throat. There we go. All right. Are you ready to find out who won the December giveaway? This is a good one. I love it when I do a giveaway that I want to keep. So if you don't want it, I'll take it, okay? All right, so what we're giving away for our December giveaway is this Complete Angel Kit. And this is a kit from Hobby Lobby. I almost said Walmart. It is from Hobby Lobby. It's a complete kit with everything. Let me read to you what it says. Yarn, floss for the embroidery on her face, fiber fill, plastic hook, plastic needle, and instructions and supplies. The only thing you're going to need is it just says basic sewing supplies, which probably means you need to know how to do that. And it says the skill level is intermediate. You just need a little bit of a knowledge of crochet. Okay? All right, you get that kit and 2 balls of Gala Premier yarn. And this yarn is just amazing. You can make gorgeous doilies just with this. I think it would be beautiful to use this to make some collars. To go like, say you've got like a black t-shirt, add a sparkly collar and you've got a fancy t-shirt. But you can also take this and hold it with another strand of yarn, any weight, from blanket to like light 2. Hold I don't even know what this is. This is a light 2, so you could hold a couple of these together. But anyway, you just hold it with it, and then it makes a thread of sparkle go through it, and so you can make something fancy. Okay? Like, maybe you were making a poncho, and it's red for Christmas, and so you hold 1 strand of medium weight number 4 and 1 strand of this Gala. I don't know how it's pronounced, if it's Gala. To me, I think Gala because I'm thinking of it's fancy like a gala party. But anyway, you hold the 2 strands together and you just crochet like normally, and you've got this beautiful strand of silver or gold. And I believe there are 6 colors altogether. This is the gold one and this is the silver one. I just ordered in the 2. Okay? But they are absolutely stunning. Can you see those? How sparkly those are? Oh, there's the camera. Look at my eyeballs. I'm sorry. I'm easily distracted. Alrighty. Now, that's what the giveaway is. Okay, now I want to remind you, I do this every time I do a giveaway. Never, ever, ever, ever with a great big E on ever, put your shipping address, your email address, your phone number, or any personal information in a comment anywhere. That's how they get your information. Don't do it. Okay, so when I announce the winner's name, all you have to do is go underneath this video in the description box, scroll down where it says contact info. And one of the first things it'll say email address. Just copy and paste that email address and send me an email. Okay? All right, are you ready? We need a drum roll. Okay. The winner of the December giveaway is... I wish it was me. All right, the winner is Wendy Barbas. W-E-N-D-Y. And the last name is B-A-R-B-A-S. Barbas. And I had to go back and check it because I couldn't read my own handwriting on Barbas, okay? I did the thingy and then I wrote it down real quick and then I didn't check and make sure I knew how to read it. I had to look it up. I have terrible handwriting when I'm writing fast, okay? Congratulations, Wendy. And if you guys know her, let her know. I didn't see her name come up. But you know, she might watch later. And so, yeah. Wendy Barbas, you're our winner. All you have to do is copy and paste that email address and send me an email. Once I send it to you and you've received it, I just delete your email. I don't do anything with your email, okay? All righty. Okay, so I'm looking at my notes here. I've got 2 jokes. Okay, one of them's from my granddaughter, and one of them is just one that was sent to me from someone. I'm telling you, since I started telling these jokes, I've been getting emails with lots of silly jokes. And I have to like pare it down and just do a couple of them, okay? All right, here's the first one. I'm going to click on this so it's bigger so I can see it. I put them on my iPad so I can make it big so I can see it. Because last time I tried to tell a joke, again, I couldn't read my own handwriting, okay? All right. All right, this one is a Christmas joke. What is Santa Claus's favorite type of potato chip? Anybody know? I'll take a swig of coffee real quick while you're thinking about it. That's a good guess. It's not Pringles. Oh, no, it's not sweet potatoes. What is Santa Claus' favorite potato chip? Crisp Pringles. Because it sounds like Kris Kringle. You were close, Mary. Crisp Pringles. I keep wanting to say crisp Kringles. But it sounds like Kris Kringles, doesn't it? I thought that was adorable. Okay, joke number 2. What goes ho ho swish? Ho ho swish. Ho ho swish. And as you can tell, this is also a Christmas joke. Alrighty, anybody know? Ho ho swish. It's just super fun to say. All right. What goes ho ho swish? It's Santa Claus caught in a revolving door. I don't know why I find that so extremely funny. All righty. Enough with the silly jokes. Back to crochet. All right. I am going to move the angel and the yarn over because I want to use my table here. And just a reminder, what I show you as the giveaway is exactly what I send to you. It's not similar. It's not kind of like it. It is exactly what I'm showing you is what comes to you when you win. Okay. What happened this week at Posh Pooch Designs in our crochet stitching department? I'm looking to see if I left anything out. Okay. So we did a silly this and that video this week, and it was 5 silly questions, and it was really fun to do. And I like it when people send me stuff like that. And it was just she sent an email, and it was just actually I think it was 10 silly questions, and I pared it down. There were a couple of them that were a little personal that I was not going to answer. So I didn't. And I just pared it down to 5. And it was a lot of fun to do. The video was fun to make. And I hope that you enjoyed that. I wanted it to just be kind of light for last week's video on our this and that. Tomorrow's this and that video, we're going to be talking about a little bit about last minute crochet gifts that you can make. We've only got a week till Christmas, right? I think yeah, next Tuesday will be Christmas Eve. It'll be the eve before Christmas Eve, right? Because today's the 16th. So we only have a little over a week, very little over a week. And so we need to get our last minute Christmas stuff done. And it's always nice to have a few extra things around that you've made in case someone drops in, a friend comes over, or they bring a daughter with them or a son, and you want to have something just fun to give them. And so that's what tomorrow's video is all about. And I talk about it, and then I show you some different patterns and stuff like that you can do. Okay, that's the I think I'm just calling it last minute crochet gifts. All right. Okay. So that's going to be tomorrow. And then of course this last week we did the silly things. And then last Friday we did our December mini mystery crochet along. And it was so much fun to make and to do. Okay. We made these. And they're all made with just leftover yarns. One lady said, I don't like pom-poms. I said, don't put them on. You don't have to put the pom-poms on. I just liked them because it was fun. Another person said they're going to leave one end so that you can untie it, put some candies inside, and tie it back up. And so what we did with this was we did them, they're all made the same. They're just different colors. And you can either use the small Christmas bulb, and I wrote the size down. It's a 2.36 bulb. Or you can just use stuffing. And I have the container here. I got this at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. You're getting 24 bulbs. And they're just little round plastic bulbs. And they measure 2.36 inches. It says $8.99, but they were only $4.50 because they were 50% off. Everything is 50% off at Hobby Lobby right now. Okay, and so I wanted to get some of these as I thought it would be a good option to be able to do that, because you could put things inside here to make them rattle. You could put some of those little extra beads left over. One lady said she's putting beans in hers. You'd have to get some smaller beans, but the hole is pretty good size. I mean, my pinky just fits inside. So, you could do that. And that's one of the things I like to do is give you lots of options, Get this back in. And the other thing that we do when we use this bulb, like this one has one in it. When we do that, we take this metal thing off. We don't leave that on there, okay? Just an FYI. But this one is made with our leftover yarn from this blanket that's behind me. That's our Christmas peppermint shimmer blanket. And I had some left, and I thought I'd make one with that. Isn't that cute? And so that was our mystery December Christmas mini mystery crochet along. I'm always adding these really long names. I need to come up with some shorter names, don't I? Anyway, they were super fun to make. And remember, the pattern will always be there. If you didn't get a chance, you can use old ornaments if they're the right size. That's a good question. If you have the smaller ornaments, if you got leftover like little styrofoam ones, use them. No one's going to see inside. Yeah. Believe me, I'm the kind of person who likes to reuse things. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the thing about these is you can use all your leftover yarns and come up with all different sorts of colors. And I did 2 colors on each one. You could do as many colors as you want to. Solids, ombre, whatever you got. And any color ribbons Or and if you want to add the pom-poms like I did, any color pom-poms. So it's a super duper scrap happy project. Scrap happy yarn, scrap happy ribbons, scrap happy pom-poms, whatever you want. And you don't have to use pom-poms. You don't. You could add little beads or buttons or just little appliques if you wanted to enhance those. Okay, I know you're going to ask me, how do you hang them on a tree? I know this is coming. So I just set them on there in the branches. But if you want them to hang, just take your hanger and stick it like this. Or you can take a ribbon and put it through. Just make sure when you put the ribbon through, you get it on a seam. So hold it up higher. On one of the seams, like here, so it doesn't pull out. Okay? And the same thing with putting in, if you're just going to use an ornament hanger, same thing. Okay? And I love it. Oh, that is a great idea. She stuffed it and added a bell. I think that's an amazing idea because then it jingles. And you know I love jingle bells. See, I love that. Lots of imagination and lots of things that you can do. That's one of the things I love to do with my crochet patterns is to make them versatile for all kinds of things. And another thing about this, if you want to make it bigger, use thicker yarn and just adjust your hook to what your yarn says. If you want to make them smaller, adjust your yarn to smaller yarns. Use the coordinating yarn. When you do that, try to use the yarn that you're using asks for on the label. Okay? Because you're not going to want to use a medium weight, H 5.5, a 5 millimeter, I is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook if you're using like a big blanket yarn. I think it would be super fun to make these big in blanket yarns. I love blanket yarns. They're just so much fun. Okay, so that was our project for our mini mystery crochet along. Lots of different opportunities for lots of different patterns. Okay, so I'm going to show you this next. We're going to go to the other camera. This is our Snowfall Shimmer Doily. And it is, as you can see, I'm going to move the yarn. It is a hexagon. And we did it with triple or treble, they're the same thing, stitches. And chain twos in between to make it open and lacy. I wanted to, let me grab this. I want you to be able to see underneath it real quick. So you can see how open and lacy it is. Because you couldn't tell really on that white. Okay, this is just one of my pads that I use, placemats that I use. Okay. And then I want you to see this edging. I wanted it to look like little snowballs. Isn't it adorable? And it's super easy because you're single crochet, you do your picot. I call it a tall picot because you're chaining 4 instead of 3. Because I wanted it to be more pronounced. Okay, and then you single crochet and the chain 2 again. Then you just chain 2 and go to the next chain 2 space. Such an easy pattern. And this is a simple hexagon stitched with triples or trebles and chaining 2 in between to make it open and lacy. And I had some questions. Can I make it smaller? You absolutely can. Just make it whatever size you want it to be. Can you make it bigger? Yes, absolutely. Just keep going with your rounds, increasing until it's the size that you want. Now this one measures from point to point 22 inches, including that cute snowball trim. Now, it's called Shimmer because this is the yarn that I used. This is the Premier Basics Shimmer. And the basics yarns from Premier is becoming one of my favorite yarns. It really is. And this yarn itself is called Snowfall. Snowfall Shimmer. I hope you can see the sparkle in that. You can't really see it sometimes in the camera. I'm trying to show you on there. But these yarns, I think they're like $4.99 a skein. And you get 4.23 ounces or 216 yards. And you can make this size doily with one of these and then about 2 ounces, that's probably more than you need, of a white. And the white I used was the Just Yarn. See, I don't have the label under there. I was going to grab the label out. It's the Just Yarn in white from Premier. And this is a really, really, really easy pattern. It's a great take-along pattern. You want to make a gift for somebody? you could make this on the way in the plane probably, or in the car of going to whoever's house you're going to for Christmas. Or maybe make it while you're there. And if you don't get it done, you don't get it done, and you just keep it the size that it is. So anyway, it's a medium weight #4 yarn, worsted. Okay. And I just love it. I put my candy on there. That's my sugar-free old-fashioned candy that my husband ordered me off Amazon. He actually ordered it 3 years ago, and it's in such a great big bag, I haven't been able to eat all of it, but I did eat all the red ones. They're the best. They are the best. So anyway, that's what we did this week. Now I have some fun things for next week. But the way it will probably go, I'm going to, of course, do a video on Monday. And then I have plans to do our live video on what I call the Christmas Eve on Tuesday. But there will not be a video on Wednesday, probably. I haven't decided yet, because that's Christmas Eve, and probably a lot of people are shopping or whatever. And so, yes, you can use cotton. Just make sure you use a medium weight #4. You can use any yarn you want to, just as long as it's the right size. Okay? I mean, you don't have to use this shimmer yarn for this doily. You can use whatever colors yarns you want. It'd be beautiful in a bright red with a green trim. Although I really like the white. I think the white looks like snowballs. Anyway, I had to answer your question real quick. But anyway, I have completely forgot what I was talking about. Next week. So anyway, I'm going to be just sort of playing by ear next week. I do have a pattern for the week in between Christmas and New Year's, so that we can have something to do. And it's also really pretty and sparkly. What I'm doing is I wrote a pattern. I looked it up, and it was, I think the original pattern I wrote was 12 years ago. But I posted it on my Ravelry 9 years ago. And I never did a video for it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. And I love it. And it's sparkly. And it's just perfect for January. And so I'm going to be putting that out. And I'm making a matching earwarmer to go with it. But I'm not going to tell you any more about it, because I don't want you to know. Until then. But anyway, we do have something planned. And I know everybody's super busy right now, and we're trying to get a lot done. And so I'm trying to keep my patterns just a little bit, not quite so overwhelming right now. That's why I tried to get the blanket pattern out early and stuff like that. But I do still have some more things planned, and I'm already, of course, planning for January and February and March, because I always, plan ahead. I try to watch what's going on and everything, but it's really, really interesting how crochet kind of goes in waves. For a while there, when I was, people just weren't really doing it. Some people were, a blanket for a baby here and there, things like that. And then all of a sudden, crochet was just big again. You saw it in all the stores and all the fashion shows, and everybody was wearing crochet. And I love that. I just love it, because I think that what that does, it helps us carry it on to the next generation, and stuff like that. So I'm just really happy to see that, because I love crochet. I always have, and yarn, of course. All right, so we're right at 11. A minute till. So I think I've covered everything. I just want to remind everybody that Wendy Barbas is our winner, in case you didn't hear that. I kept looking to see if her name comes up, but not everybody comments, and that's okay. You don't have to. So anyway, there's one other thing I was going to say. I can't remember what it was. Oh, be sure and go check out the Crochet YouTube channel. It will brighten your spirits and make you laugh. Alrighty. So that's all I've got for you today. So keep calm and crochet on, and Merry Christmas. See you next time. Alrighty.